Why do IKEA make the best project schedules? Now, I know this might sound like a relatively bizarre and weird claim, and it is. However, in this video, I want to talk about what features of IKEA instruction manuals make for great project schedules and give us a framework for how to think about what makes a great schedule. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard of them, IKEA are a Swedish furniture manufacturer and they deliver you the furniture unpacked in a box that you have to assemble. And with these assemblies comes an instruction manual that you can follow to put the furniture together. Now, from my own personal experience, I've always had good luck with IKEA furniture. However, I know for a lot of people, it hasn't been the case. But for me, every time you get a box of furniture from IKEA, they come with these detailed instruction manuals with pictures that are simple, that are easy to follow, and it's relatively hassle-free to put together even a complicated bit of furniture. In this video, I want to relate what makes a great project schedule to an IKEA instruction manual. Now, to begin with, what makes a great schedule? A great schedule, in my opinion, accurately shows all the work we need to do. It's realistic and achievable. It's something we can actually follow to deliver a project. It's comprehensive. It covers the entire project scope we need to complete. And most importantly, it's clear and simple. It doesn't have thousands of lines with complex and unnecessary resource linkages. It's simple. It's simple to read through and follow. So if you take all the attributes of what makes a great schedule and put them together, you end up with something very similar to an instruction manual. A great schedule, in my opinion, should be almost like a set of instructions we read through, we follow to deliver a project. And using this framework, when we're creating our schedules, we can think of them like instruction manuals, and it's going to help us focus on these core features, these core attributes of what a great schedule is. So the first attribute is their accuracy. They provide an accurate estimate of the time it takes to assemble something. They provide step-by-step instructions that clearly define the tasks, and the instructions accurately describe what needs to be done. So if we think of that in terms of a project schedule, our schedule accurately should estimate the duration for each of the tasks. It should cover step-by-step what has to be done, and the steps should accurately describe the work we need to complete the project. So often when you look at a schedule, the way it's broken down, the way the activities are structured don't reflect the reality of what we're going to be doing. So it's inaccurate in terms of how it's describing the work we need to do. The next thing is an instruction manual should be realistic and achievable. It should cover the steps in practice, the steps in the level of detail we need to understand them to complete the task, and they match the steps we're going to follow in reality. So often when you look at a project schedules, it's built by a planner working in isolation who's used some template, work breakdown structure, and doesn't understand the specific task for the specific project. The steps don't match the reality of what's going to be done on the project. So we want a schedule to be realistic and map to the reality of how we're going to deliver the project, how we're going to break down the task, how we're going to sequence the tasks, and how the specific project methodology we're using on our project is going to be used. The next thing is, like an instruction manual, a schedule should be comprehensive. It should cover all the steps in the process we need to follow to complete the project scope. So when we're assembling a bit of furniture, we want an instruction manual that covers every step we need to follow. If it misses a step, it's going to get pretty confusing. So we're thinking about this in terms of a project schedule. We want a comprehensive schedule that covers all of the activities in the project scope, from design to pre-construction and procurement to construction and to finishing and closeout. Then a good instruction manual is clear. It doesn't require any special technical knowledge. We can pick it up, we can read through it, and we can clearly understand the steps we need to follow. In the same way as our project schedule, it should show us in simple terms the steps we're going to follow to complete the project. It shouldn't be complicated, it shouldn't be hard to read. Shouldn't have thousands of different lines with weird activity linkages. It should be clear, simple, easy to follow. Okay, so let's flip this around. Good schedule is realistic, achievable, simple to follow, and clear. But what about a bad schedule? Let's look at what makes a bad schedule. So in the same way we can focus on making our schedule realistic, achievable, accurate, You can also think about what makes a bad schedule and try to avoid doing these things. Again, so bad schedules are inaccurate. They don't reflect tasks we're going to be performing in reality. They're unrealistic. They miss key tasks and they're confusing and hard to follow. When you get all these things together, you end up with a schedule that doesn't reflect the true methodology of what we're doing to prepare and deliver the project. It's not going to be used. It's not going to accurately calculate the duration of the project. And then during project delivery, no one's ever going to look at it. No one's ever going to follow it. And it's not going to be used as a project coordination and scheduling tool during project delivery. So key takeaways: make your schedules as simple as possible, make them clear and easy to understand, make them accurate and realistic, and you'll find that they're a tool that can be used to achieve the project outcomes. They'll help reduce the duration of your overall project, and they'll help to more efficiently and effectively plan and schedule it during project delivery.